Yo, what's up, duelists? Today we've got an incredibly special guest. I'd like for everybody in the comments to give a warm welcome to his debut on the channel. User Frog Duelist Roghnach. Am I saying that correctly? Am I saying that correctly?
Hell yeah. More or
Say
less, yeah. No,
say
you
what's
got it.
up to the people. Say what's up to the people, man.
Hey, great to be here. Representing as a frog duelist. This is a build that I'm incredibly proud of, which I've been building for the last 3 years. I think, will I give an introduction to this? Will I
Yeah, I think so. I
give
think
what's up?
walk us
Yeah.
through what your deck's trying to
Tell 'em
do.
what's good.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, fantastic. So this started as a project 3 years ago, because that's when I started the format. And I was originally a Monarch duelist, and everyone hates Frog Monarchs, and everyone has this impression of Edison format that it's a big frog dominated format and that it's all just frog mirrors, and somehow everyone believes that frogs is the best deck, which is not, because Frog Monarchs is honestly kind of garbage. And we were actually talking about this just like a second ago, that all of the current best decks that that have been featured on the Ed and Edison channel are like way better than Frog Monarchs, and they have a really like super easy time against Frog Monarchs. So, I mean, there's a few problems with Frog Monarchs, which is that like there's one thing every turn that it has like no inevitability. That it's just like if you can handle the one thing, that's fine. It bricks a lot, and then like you have frogs in hand that you don't really do anything with. So this solves all those things. So check out like Triple Moray. That's one thing. Like you already used your frogs. They already do the frog things, and then you get to use them to trade in for free cards. There's Salvage, which gets you like free substitute. Like how crazy is that? Like you summon Treeborn from the grave, and then you get free substitute, and then you can just like make a dupe block out of nowhere. You can make end boards like dupe frog plus flip flop, which I might actually talk about in a sec. And that is like that in itself really locks down a lot of most decks, to be honest. Like an open board versus dupe plus flip flop. That means that you get to recycle, you get to bounce their monster every turn, and basically prevent them from setting up, which is really useful when, especially when it's in combination with the monarchs to also shut down anything that they're doing. Um, but then, of course, like you can go through all the little synergies in this deck between Diva and Salvage and Moray. I mean, the main thing here is Diva because Diva is like the best Monarch. I
Yeah,
mean, it's
honestly,
not better than this.
a lot of people have
Yep.
mentioned that like Diva's kind of the tour guide of this format. It's really underexplored, and you seem to have brought it like kind of to the foreground with this deck. What does Diva really what does Diva add to the Frog Monarch deck that it kind of lacked before?
So Diva is something you can do when you're not already set up with your Treeborn, or if you already have a Treeborn. So for example, Diva is any of the fives by itself, any of the level 5 synchros, or the level 6 synchros combined with Treeborn. So you have enormous versatility there. I mean, the main thing here is that like each one of these individual synchros is not broken in itself, but what's broken about it is that you have to be prepared for every single one of them all at once. On top of that, you also have to prepare for monarchs. You have to prepare for duplock. You can throw just about anything you want on your opponent anytime, and they have to be prepared for all of it. So eventually, one of those things is going to crack them. It might be a Catastor, it might be a Goyo, it might be a Caius, whatever you want. Like you have a lot of choices at any given time.
Yeah, that sounds great. Honestly, I'm excited to see it see some gameplay with it. You guys ready to hop into a game?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, let's run it.
Always ready.
And I mean, I'm excited to get your thoughts because I think both Keegan and I think of ourselves as being able to pick up a deck and do pretty well with it and understand most of the power plays. But I know that this deck in particular has a lot of nuance and complicated stuff that it would be nice to have the expert opinion on.
Yeah, absolutely. You've taken this deck pretty far in both the FL ladder and the Lux tournaments as well, right?
The Lux, yeah, not as much of the Lux, but the funny thing about this duel in particular, what we're about to do, is that currently I am sitting at second place on the FL ladder, which on the FL ladder. So Keegan is number one right now, James is number three right now, and I'm number 2 right now, exclusively with
Correct.
this deck. So what that means is that if Keegan loses this game, that means he's number 2.
That means
So
that
you're
means
gonna intentionally try to
intentionally
throw.
to coach
I
me the
see.
wrong
I see.
direction.
Good plan.
Well, okay, since it is
A
Maybe.
since it is
small
your
tweak.
deck, it is your deck. What is the intel? What do you think we should pick for rock paper scissors here?
Personally, I'm a paper guy.
All right.
Good to know. Good
He's,
to know.
Everyone
he's
thinks it's
already
a
he's
big rock.
already sabotaging me so
Yeah, I
far.
guess you do that.
He's already
He's tapped. He's
All
hacked
right.
into the screen.
I'm on track
Oh
to number 1,
no.
baby.
This is a pretty good starting hand though. I'm excited to
You
look
got
at these.
starters. You
Look
got
at this
heavy
card.
storm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't even know what these cards do.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So
well,
let's see if we can make it to our main phase first.
right. Exactly.
This is
Okay.
just want to make sure we don't storm into a dust chute for no reason. How do you approach hands like this, Roghnach?
So personally, I wouldn't fear like a Stardust or anything because we have Karma Cut here. So
True.
the worst case, they summon Stardust, and we get to activate our, get our Treeborn active via Karma Cut, which is way better than setting it via, just setting Treeborn. So ideally, we would want to get Treeborn into the grave via a discard trap, and then just have a normal for Diva or something. But yeah, in this case, I would love to be able to just push with Diva via heavy. But we'll see how it goes. Let's see how you play that.
So there's like two lines I'm looking at here. I'm looking at Heavy Storm, Summon Diva, and I'm also looking at set Dupe Frog, set Karma Cut Pass. I think because of the nature of our hand and the nature of their hand, I think their hand's it looks a little weak. I kind of want to punish that with the fast synchro and a Karma Cut to back it up. So I am thinking we should go for the heavy. Do you have any thoughts on this, James, or is that just something that
I think you 100% are heavying first. I'm a little interested to think about now if we go Diva Archer equip or we make a level 5.
I like Diva Archer, maybe even just leave them both in play. No equip. And then
So,
next turn we
Roghnach,
can
this is where we disagree. So you need to weigh in.
Yeah, you need to tell us what
You
we're
need to
doing
tie
here.
break.
You need to tell us what we're doing here.
All right.
Was this
So-
even good? Should we have just set the dupe?
No, for sure. You definitely go for the push here because
Okay.
you can. Because
Okay.
Diva versus a lot of back row doesn't do a whole lot because any individual synchro normally loses to like a bottomless or a deep prison or
Right.
something. So
Sure.
this is the most value you're getting out of it. So here, I wouldn't really be fearing Gores very much. That's the worst case scenario of just making a synchro and attacking directly because you have Karma Cut for it. And also, he's probably not going to have Gores because he wouldn't have set all that stuff if he had Gores.
Sure.
True.
So best synchro in this case is Android because you get to set up life points and just go straight for the attack because you're getting the most value out of everything that way.
All right, I guess we're going
Yeah.
for Android. This also
More
pretty
damage,
much
a little bit of extra life points. and
guarantees
also-
salvage is live later on too, which is kind of nice.
Yeah, it's also like if we do end up karma cutting something, then we'll definitely be able to get the Treeborn back. Whereas if we had the Archer equipped,
Yep. So we're in a pretty good position here. We are
Feeling good?
we're essentially up a card after our draw phase, and we've got a pretty solid board. I
got a
like
big
this
guy.
position.
We got
Yeah,
a big guy on the board.
yeah. I was thinking maybe there was a line where we could just go Diva Archer and then like attack it with both, and then just pass basically, and then Karma Cut whatever they
good.
play, and then use the Treeborn as the equip for the Archer. But I mean that's just getting too fancy for no reason.
So here,
Yeah.
is
Well.
it just swing set dupe?
That doesn't seem
Yeah, I think so.
too bad. Yeah. All right, let's do it.
Well, before we go, actually, let's go back to main one. Let's just
Let's go
discuss
back
a couple things.
Yeah.
So you could, if you wanted to, because you have double Treeborn in hand, and you're not really, going to be using that for very much.
Yeah.
So you could actually discard one of the Treeborns for your swap. You risk the oppression, whatever. If he has oppression, that's fine. But if he doesn't have the oppression, then you get an extra 1,000 points of damage in for basically no input, no risk. I would personally like that line, and then you can just set your dupe in main phase 2, having used the special.
I mean, are you not? You're fine with risking torrential mirror force there? I mean, whatever. This is you're in the driver's
personally,
seat.
yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well, let's do it then.
Because all you're really losing is just the swap that way, and you're gaining a lot more by putting them on a 2-turn clock, assuming everything goes
Sure.
right.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, it is faster clock for sure.
Yeah. Turn up the
And
jets.
also, instead of sorry to interrupt, but instead of setting the dupe and passing, you also get a substitute into the grave this way, which means that if you top
Yep.
deck salvage on following turns, then you get a lot more
True.
value from it.
Good point.
Yeah.
So we're just swinging with both here.
I like it.
And are we setting dupe, or are we bouncing swap and summoning dupe?
So, you could in fact actually just normal dupe if you wanted to, and keep
Right.
swap on board too. There's a lot of different ways you could play it.
Well, I don't particularly see a ton of value to keeping the swap on the board in this position. I've noticed that you do that a lot, and I like when you do it, but right here, I don't think.
Yeah, I think we
big a
can. I
factor,
think we
right?
can afford to bring it back to our hand, right? I think that's
Yeah.
okay.
But now I'm just thinking whether we set or summon it. I mean,
I also like I like summoning it, but that's just because
we don't have a lot of like high value searches because it's like the swap thing's already set up. But
we can search like
yeah.
a flip flop frog. I mean, there's some cool stuff, and then basically I just want to protect our android from getting attacked over. That's kind of what I don't want to
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah.
We still don't know
And
what
what I
he's
like
putting.
as well. Oh, sorry.
No, it's
I
all
keep interrupting.
No, if you have something to say, I mean, you're dictating the pace of this match. Just talk, and we'll move out of your way, dude. This is how this is gonna go. This
Really?
is
set or
your
something. What do you
deck.
think? Set or something.
Okay. Yeah. I love it. So what I like about normaling the dupe, first of all, as you said, protecting the android. But the other thing is that you're actually getting value out of the karma cut. So in fact, it's kind of sitting there blocking your treeborn as you're going along. But if you're normal summoning the dupe, you're forcing them to try and kill it with something, which means that you can score something with the karma cut. And it might not necessarily be something great, but at least it'll be something, and
Right.
it doesn't have to go to the graveyard, it goes banished. So it's pretty nice.
True. All right.
Yeah, I like it.
Makes sense to me.
I'm a fan.
And so, I mean, we know it's not Mirror Force Torrential at this point. We basically know it's not Oppression either.
Okay.
It doesn't get the effect. Yeah.
That's hilarious. Oh my god.
I mean,
not-
it's hilarious, but it's also if they have a clear for the karma cut and they have a monster, we're kind of in a weird spot. I mean, not a terrible spot, but just
Well, I'm just wondering what they're on. Okay, well. Okay.
well, that's
They have no
new.
monster engrave, so
Okay.
I think we
Yep.
do cut this, right?
We do cut
And I mean,
this.
we're threatening
Absolutely.
lethal.
Yes, I think
Yes.
so too. And they've played 4 traps. Like,
Mm.
what are the chances they have another one? Let's be real. Let's be real. What are the chances? You guys think they have another trap? Because I don't think they have shit. I think they're thinking about setting a bluff. Yep, that's right. 2 bluffs.
Are we bringing back Treeborn here? Oh,
No.
okay.
Yep.
Do we have to reveal the wing blast? We do, right?
No, we don't.
It's.
Don't
I
you?
know it's different. It's different in Edison than it is in Go. So whatever it is in
I'm
Edison,
pretty sure you do.
yeah, I think we have to reveal it. I'm fairly certain we
Okay.
have to reveal it. Yeah. I don't think we
want the
risk.
Treeborn just as a blocker.
Well, I don't
Yeah,
think
I
we
don't-
risk torrential, right?
Well, we're gonna be risking Torrential anyway.
Oh
They'll be
gosh,
flipped
yeah,
anyway.
you're right actually. Well, let's go. Let's try and rewind. That's something he just set this or last turn, wasn't it?
Yeah, but he
He
had
just
it.
said
He
Mind
had
Crush
it
and
in his
Mystic
hand. Yeah.
But I think it's nothing. I mean, like it's if he's running,
Yeah, I'd still risk it.
yeah, just get it back anyway.
Yeah. It might be a.
Unfortunately, this
It
one
might
goes
be a
that way.
bottomless. I could see it being a bottomless.
Yeah, it could be
Because,
a trap, but I think we're in pretty domineering position either way. I mean, we have 5 Monarchs left in deck too that are all threatening. So
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly it. If it's
Yeah.
the monarchs here are the consideration, because even if it is torrential, then that
Yeah.
clears it. Because torrential is one of the cards you don't want to see there if you top deck a monarch later in the game.
Right.
So you want to get it out of the way quick because you already have a good life point difference. It's like you're
Sure.
way ahead in life, so you're able to risk that.
So if he's running, zombies with traps, like potentially sort of Raiko Caius engine type stuff, what are we thinking here?
He had main deck Mind Crush. Is that Is that something you're used to seeing?
I mean, it's just another trap, you know. It's like
Yeah, yeah, I
if he's
suppose.
playing like 8 or 9 traps, and that's one of them, just replacing like an additional B prison or something, then more power to him, you know.
In the dark here, I do like the second copy of Karma Cut, and I like the DD Crow, but it's really all up to you, Roghnach. Like, do you think do you think that those cards could come in here? I don't know exactly how we're supposed to board here.
Yeah, so based on so a bit of background here. I actually know the player. Like I've played him a few times this week, and he has a really hardcore Diva Frog, like anti Diva Frog side deck. Like really good. So actually, what you're about to see is gonna, I mean, it's gonna be a serious challenge. So I know that key course full of crazy stuff. Crow and Karma Cut that we're wanting to side in here, and the two cards I mainly side out would be 1 for 1 and enemy controller. I normally side those out because they're really bad against floodgates.
Okay.
Cool. Are we gonna experience any floodgates? Like, should we preemptively bring in like Malevolent Catastrophe or Twister here, or should we just go in the dark?
Hmm.
Or would you
It
ever board out
depends
something like the snowman
because a
here?
lot of times when I do that with Twister, I think. Well, I mean, Snowman is really good against stuff like Vanity's Fiend
Okay.
or Fossil
Okay.
Dyna. So those are things that I fear the most. So I tend not to, just in case.
Okay.
You
Well,
know
yeah,
what?
this looks good then.
Yeah, this looks good. Let's just try this. This looks good. I'm on
Kill it
board.
once, but then anyway, you can.
Right, right, right.
Yeah. Huh. This
Well,
hand's pretty
okay, perfect.
strong. I like this hand.
Mhm,
Maybe he's not going to let
for
us
sure.
storm him again.
Yeah, all right. Interesting stuff.
I mean, any hand that you have substitute, I mean, you have the starter, so.
Yeah. Is there any consideration to waiting on using the substitute, or do we just want to get that going straight up, like straight away?
You definitely want to do it immediately, yeah, and especially here because you have MST, because you might be fearing a sided-in oppression, but you can
Right.
just chain that anyway, and you want to keep the
That's it.
MST as long as possible.
Right, so you don't want to use the amnesty first. Okay.
So yeah, just go straight for subby.
Okay.
Best card.
Sounds good. We'll go ahead and get our boy the swap frog, and we will send a treeborn.
And we're not attacking here, right? No need.
And on the second day, he was resurrected,
Yes, right.
like next turn.
Based. But okay, so do you think we attack here, or do we think we just return the swap frog and then chill out?
Yeah, that's always the question. So in game one, we didn't really see much of what he could be playing there. Oh, he had
Right.
zombies, right? So it could be like a goblin zombie or maybe pyramid turtle. So in those cases, you could just attack just for information, and that wouldn't hurt you bad. And in fact, it would be good because you would get something face up for your karma cut. So if it's Raiko, that's pretty good too because it just gets a swap, nothing more. The only risk would be something like spy or hamster, and that kind of
Yeah.
hurts. But even so, I'd still probably risk it.
Really? Okay.
All right,
I wouldn't do that, but yeah,
let's do it. I
let's
mean,
go.
I think getting something face up for the karma cut is pretty good. This also, interestingly enough, it mills us one card, which I don't know if that you were correct on your first read, the goblin zombie.
So in main two, are you setting anything here? MST or Karma Cut?
I would say karma cut, yeah, because that's
Okay.
the best one.
This is gonna force us to use the karma cut on their turn though, right? Because we have a treeborn, we do want to get back. What are we gonna end up discarding with this karma cut? Do you think?
Probably the swap frog, I think, because
Okay.
it's not going to be used for the normal anymore because you want your
Huh.
Kais for that. But also with karma cut, you can wait until your own standby phase. You get a lot of time to use it.
Right.
Okay.
That's interesting. I feel like I maybe would have either just set MST or maybe set nothing there.
Yeah, that's probably what I would have
Personally.
ended up doing too. But this is heads
But
up.
because I would rather use my Caius on it. But
Hey, he's giving us targets.
We'll see.
So
yeah,
do we let
Problem is, he's gonna put
the
another monster on board.
right.
Sangan connect, or do we let the Goblin Zombie connect?
Hmm. I mean, I like the idea of a mill, but yeah. So actually, in fact, here, what I would do is I would hit the Sangan, just because in case he has a torrential, that would be the worst case scenario. Like I fear a Sangan search more than a Goblin Zombie search.
Okay.
Oh, really? I mean, yeah. I mean, do your thing. I feel like that was exactly my line of thinking in case he had the torrential. But I would rather him not have the Goblin Zombie engrave in that position, just given what he's
Yeah,
playing.
actually, that's true.
But
Actually, yeah.
but but I mean, either way, I guess whatever we targeted, we would have gotten booked. So it's all good.
Milling more we've
I
breed
think you're
there
actually totally right there.
was was pretty good for us because we have a grand total of 0 waters in our hand now.
Yeah. Okay, so
Um,
we get back the thing.
did you get back the thing?
So
Is there
here,
any
I would
consideration to
consider,
typhooning before we get it back, or
yeah, and that's precisely just because of pulling the rug or solemn judgment. But pulling the rug is pretty common. I kind of
okay?
fear that a lot.
Okay.
Let's
So
go
we'll
ahead
use
and
our.
we'll use our typhoon here. Yep. Oh, wow, you were spot on.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, called it.
Already coming through.
And you said you were more afraid of
Yeah.
the Sangan search, but we're more afraid of the Goblin Zombie because of stuff like Book of Life, getting rid of our Treeborn.
Yeah.
Yeah, but here, I mean, you have the opportunity to hit for more damage too. So I would probably still banish the Sangan. I would value the 1300 more than the interaction.
I think so
Hmm.
to a certain
Well,
degree. We could also like Ryza something. Uh, I think it's
Rise is not
better.
great here because he searches and he gets rid of the spin. So I'll go for Caius on the zombie. So
Oh,
yeah,
you
you
would.
convinced me. I think the
Okay.
zombie out of the way is best
Oh no,
because
I'm
I don't
now
want
I
any other.
unconvinced myself. Now we're back to disagreeing. Okay, whatever.
Okay. So you guys have both come full circle here. However,
We've
Yeah.
swapped.
we've made the play and they're getting the Sangan search. I am a little afraid of a Book of Life on the Treeborn. I think that would be not so great for us.
Yeah, totally.
Well, but it's also like I don't know. I'm not like that afraid of this, but he can like search Crow off this if he wants to.
He could search Crow off this, but that's totally fine because that doesn't really deal with the
Yeah.
pressure. Whereas, like, if
Yeah.
as like a Book
Yes.
of Life deals with the pressure and or it doesn't deal
Sure.
with the pressure, but it puts a guy in play and gets rid of the Treeborn, like 2 for 1.
Yeah. No, I mean
Yeah.
Book of Life and like if he searched Plague there would be really bad. But
Yes, exactly.
um,
So I think that that's more a concern for me than
But from his perspective now, it's like if you have Book of Life, if you have Zombie Master, if you have Mizuki, those are 3 cards that you now have to put work into setting up, as opposed to Goblin Zombie, where it would just now be engraved for easy.
right.
yeah.
I mean definitely taking the zombie out of the grave is good.
Yeah,
Okay.
I
No.
by the way, I decided to pass instead of using Wing Blast. I'd rather not
Yep,
discard either of these cards, and also we do want to be able to get the Treeborn back next turn. I think
very true.
that's kind of what I
That
was
Gale is a
thinking.
little annoying though, right? Because we can't really rise it effectively.
We're gonna have to Ryza if he just
Come
summons
back though.
Gale, then it is
Yeah.
awkward. Yeah, it's very awkward.
But we're
So
also not really under much pressure, so I mean,
that's true. We do have time. We can kind of wall out with Treeborn Frog. It's not the worst position.
yeah. I mean, leaving the Treeborn, we might get Caiused, but
I
I'm
think
more
there
thinking
is a
we have the
little
favor and
bit
stuff. So
of merit earlier on in the game when we discarded Swap Frog with Karma Cut. I almost enjoy discarding the Wind Blast, just
I
because
agree
we
with
know
that.
we're gonna
Yeah,
have to. Yeah, that's
but
probably how things would have. But
well now,
this
but
Wind
we
Blast might get a
also
synchro.
let this go, right?
Yeah, totally. We don't fade her here.
Yeah.
If they make a synchro, then
Well,
this
this
Wing
is
Blast
great.
is just gonna be amazing. Yeah.
Well, yeah. Even if he doesn't make a
Well,
synchro, it's like
it's not even the Wing Blast that I'm thinking here. It's mostly like, so if he makes a synchro, that's a great target for Ryza. If he doesn't make a synchro, then the Cyber Dragon is a fantastic target for Ryza.
right, exactly.
So I'm happy either way.
Unless he has the other rug.
Yeah, that
But
would
I
suck.
think we still just. I mean, that's a great draw because now we can just push through even if it is rogue, right?
Yep.
Which
Still go for
one?
Ryza.
You go for Riser first, sure. Rise
For
it,
sure.
spin the Cyber Dragon, or spin the back row? Spin Cyber Dragon.
Cyber Dragon.
Yeah, yeah.
Because the best pair for Cyber Dragon there was Gale, and I doubt he has
Right.
something else that's nice with it. Maybe a Caius,
Fair.
but even then, you have another Caius for that.
Yeah, totally.
This might get solemned. I don't know why I
That's
think he has a
fine.
solemn. Yeah, it's
I
fine.
mean,
Fine.
we're actually like happy about that, more or less.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our life points may look a little low, but we got this fader to kind of sponge up some pressure, so it's not the worst.
Vanity Fiend.
Vanity Fiend would literally kill us.
Oh, so if he just
Nice.
Hell
just
yeah.
has to lose all his cards. Okay.
That's pretty
Sweet.
pretty fucking great. I still am gonna pass on setting the wing blast.
Yeah, I agree.
No way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Leave it.
Interesting.
Are we
Very
hitting that?
interesting.
I kind of feel like we are, right? I would rather just push.
Yeah, turn up the jets, dude.
Or no?
Yeah, I can see setting Wing Blast here.
On their
It sets
last
up really well for getting their point.
Setting Windblast or tributing for Caius.
Oh, well, I'd probably wait until he has a monster just to get the most value.
I feel like
Really?
book
if
bottom
he had a
Yeah,
better
yeah,
trap
fair.
card, if he had a better trap card, he would have set it last turn than Torrential. So I don't think he actually has a good trap card here. I think Caius here is pretty strong.
I think he clearly drew set. I mean, I'm just like, if he already has gone through Goblin and Sangan, like I don't know how, like if we're gonna be waiting until he sets a monster for the Caius, we might be waiting a while, and like I don't know.
I'm cool with
Alright.
going for the Caius, but I'm also
I
cool
would go
with
for the Caius.
setting the
We're
wing blast.
over.
Okay.
We're doing our one override.
Yeah, this is our one
Wrong.
once per set override. And
'Cause it could lose. That's fine.
yeah, that's kind of what I was
Okay.
thinking too. But I do agree that we set the wing blast here finally. I think it is.
Cool.
Oh
Yeah, I also thought
Ooh,
that
gosh.
might be the case, but that's actually like fine for us as well.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty good for them, but
I feel like it's okay though because we're just fading another draw step by wind blasting it.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah, that's true.
It depends what we're gonna discard though. I mean that is a consideration.
Yeah,
Depends what he does.
What would you discard here, the fader or the wind blast? If he just attacks.
I'd go for Fader.
Okay. Sure.
yeah, we've used up a large chunk of our monarchs already, and that's like one of the best ways you have to convert off the fader, right? Besides like substitute or salvage here. And we have the Treeborn to do the substitute stuff, so we don't really necessarily need the fader in play, right?
Yeah. And we know that the draw
Yep.
for the following turn is gonna be the Gores anyway, so like if we're worried about getting clocked down with monsters, then it's not gonna be as immediate of a concern. So yeah, I would pitch the fader. Sounds right.
Yep. Sounds good to me.
Would suck if he goes like main phase 2, just tribute for Caius or something. But
Fortunately, that's not the case.
Yeah, that would definitely suck. That would be expert play.
Oh,
Oh god.
baby. Let's fucking go.
Okay. That's what you love to see.
That's so cool.
All right.
yeah.
Okay, so we're bringing back
Now-
Treeborn.
Yeah, and get swaps up, and then
Wow.
you're gonna have to coach us through. But I mean, not really. I know. I've done
Well,
this before.
Technically, I mean, this is probably about as complex as it gets, to be honest,
Yeah.
because you have probably 30 different lines you could do.
Yeah, there's a lot you could do from this position, isn't there? Holy shit.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
let me try my hand at this because I wanna see how well it matches up. I mean, I would send the other tree. I would.
We're for sure summoning the substitute first, right? That's happening no matter what, right? Right now?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do that.
Not necessarily.
Ah,
Oh really?
damn
Wait,
it!
What?
Oh, it's
Yeah.
too late. It's in play. It's too play.
Is there
Well, okay.
early?
No. So, well, okay. So I don't think it's wrong, summon substitute, but it is an option for sure to just summon swap, bounce the Treeborn and attack, because that way you get the Treeborn for free for the Wing Blast, and then you can use sub when he doesn't have a face down that might risk being.
That's
or
pretty
something.
smart, actually. That's kind of nice.
Yeah. I don't really know if I would do that though. But
I mean, we can
but-
still do that. We can just end on a board that gives us a swap and then attack and bounce whatever it is.
We could bounce a swap back.
And we can still do that. I think just getting the guys out of the deck is value.
So yeah, I mean, going through the tree, going through a swap. I mean, we only have one more swap in deck, right?
So walk me through this, guys. Like, Roghnach, do you think that we get swap frog and we're sending the other substitutes? Are we just going through all our frogs right now?
Yep. So it just depends on what end board you want, and that's going to depend on what his set is. So you have options of dupe lock or dupe flop or subdupe.
Okay.
I'm thinking here it's more likely to be dupe flop.
I like dupe flop here too. So I'm gonna go through this. Do we leave the second dupe in deck? This is what I'm curious about.
We're gonna have to wait and see until we know what the set is.
Okay, so we get swap frog first.
You're getting swap frog. You're sending
substitute.
And you're attacking with the swap. Is that what you're saying?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. Let's run it. Let's check out what's going on. Ooh. That does give us a little bit of information now, though, because if we end on double dupe, it would make something like a descendant here quite bad. Yeah. So it was actually pretty good to attack first. That's heads up play from Frog Specialist.
Yeah. So exactly like in this case, dupe plus flip flop would have been really weak because he would just attack over the flip flop with the descendant.
Do we want to send? Do we want to send flip flop to the graveyard here?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, because you don't want to draw it.
I agree.
No, it's just double dupe. And are we setting the wind blast? No, right?
I'd like not to set it, honestly. I'd like him to.
I like it.
You like setting it?
I do like it. No, I do like it because, well, first of all, spinning descendant here is really strong because, like, he's gonna have, assuming he tributes the spy, like it'll be nothing. But also because once one of the dupe goes, then you'll already have plenty of frogs in your hand. So getting rid of this swap is nothing.
True.
Okay.
True. Okay. I like it.
So when you were saying you would have, like, would you have done that swap thing, or are you just saying that's like a potential line, or you think you would have done that?
Well, in that case, like, swap bounce sub was actually better, but I'm just saying hypothetically, like, it was an option.
Are we getting back? Are we getting back flip flop frog or swap frog here?
I'd say. That's a tough one. Yeah, I'd say flip flop because if the dupe lives, then you can set flip and apply a lot of pressure.
I think we want the flip too because whenever we do something, like being able to take out the Gores main phase 2 is pretty appealing to me.
Totally. Yeah.
That's not great.
And this is bad, but I mean, I guess now it's good we set the wind blast because but here we are gonna discard the flip.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think so.
And I mean, unfortunately, we're kind of stalled out for a couple turns because we can't attack into the Gores,
but we've got some big draws.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's kind of nice. I don't know about bringing back the Treeborn. I'm a little careful or cautious to do that because of.
I mean, he has Gores.
He has Gores. That's right. Okay.
So is it ever bring back Treeborn set swap?
Oof, I probably wouldn't. So I mean, well, I'll if you want to explain that in a sec, I'll let you. But one thing before is, have we seen any floodgates yet? Because that would be a big contributing factor as to whether there's a Gores or not.
No, we know there's a Gores.
We know it's Gores.
We spun it back to the top of his deck and he drew it. Yes.
Oh god.
Yes, that's this game still. Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
It's been an intense. Yeah. Yeah.
Never mind. Okay. No. Okay. Well, in this case, actually, I like here is to summon Treeborn, summon like normal summon swap, and then bounce the Treeborn. Because like worst case scenario, he attacks over the swap, but you still get.
Oh right, because we have the other thing in graveyard. Yeah.
And we have perfect information too. We know he draws Caius. Yeah. We know he can't actually do anything on the next turn. So.
Well, I think definitely leaving the swap on the board, whichever way we do it, is the right play. Because then, I mean, next turn we actually have a really strong play because we can just swing main phase 2 Ryza and like and bounce with swap,
Yeah.
and he's not gonna be able to do anything.
True.
Exactly.
So we're not attacking now.
So one thing that's bouncing bouncing Treeborn in general is really great because
Yeah.
having a free Treeborn in hand is good for discard traps. It's good for swap discards. It's good for Moray, especially if we top deck Moray here. We're gonna have 2 waters if we get to bounce
Sure.
swap as well.
Right.
There's lots of
True.
good reasons.
It's kind of like a build your own Sinister Serpent. I'm getting the vibes. That's really cool.
I love it. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, he's just forced to pass here.
He has no
Yeah.
plays, yeah.
We're gonna, I believe, like bring back Treeborn and attack and swing with both. I think probably.
I'm a little questioned. I'm a little
Interesting.
bit.
Well, I mean, I would still attack with swap because bouncing Ryza is really nice, or bouncing Gores.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Spinning,
I mean,
like-
I'm just saying to get.
Does that change anything? Because that's pretty fucking good.
I think it's still better to not, right? To do it.
If we make a Bryonic, okay, hear me out. If we make
I
a
think we should
Bryonic,
get it in attack.
no. Look, if we make a Bryonic, hit for 2,300 and then bounces 2 cards, we put him on 1 draw step. I kind of like that. I kind of like the Bryonic line. This is the fastest clock, and it only gives in 1 turn.
But why don't we just?
Yeah.
I think if we
I'm down for that.
do the Ryza thing, I think we literally just win. Like I think it's putting him on because he can out the Bryonic in 1 draw step. I think with this, it's actually just like more or less a guaranteed win. I would get
If he didn't get the Gores token, then yeah, it'd be a guaranteed win. But he gets the Gores token, so it's not. He can sack for Caius, and then he has play, so it's not good for us.
well, no, but we
Well-
have the Ryza back in hand at that point.
Yeah, but the Ryza back in hand doesn't lethal him on the following turn, so it gives him 2 draw steps. And he has Gores, so we can't really attack through that on multiple turns because he kills our Swap Frog with the Caius. So that actually doesn't
But we
lethal.
could go-
that doesn't
We could
work.
go. No, it does.
No, I
because-
actually like it.
all right.
I'm with James. I'm with James on this because
You like sweep-
even if he does have Gores Caius, if he has Gores Caius, then like worst case scenario, he tributes the token Caius Spanish swap and attacks directly. But then he tops at Gores next turn, so then like we just diva for like basically game 2 turns in a row. So
Exactly.
I'm down for yeah.
I mean, I think either would likely work out. But
He could also just not drop Gores. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
no,
this
I
is
but that's fine. I mean, what is he gonna do now?
he has multiple draw steps. We didn't put him on a clock. I think the Bryonic
No,
thing.
but now you can summon Diva if you want.
Well, what's cool now is you get to summon Diva and bounce it and have an archer for free.
Yeah.
I like that. Let's do that. That seems really
Diva
strong.
here is really important. Diva is really super strong in an open game like this when your opponent's on low life points because there's a lot of really easy armory arm 1-turn kills.
And
Or
so
like Flambo or Shiraz.
are you equipping the treat? Yeah?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I guess it's probably not gonna matter like if we end up having to tribute one of these guys off. It's just gonna be enough value anyway.
I really like how Diva, the Monarch, normally the Frog Monarch deck, right? Like you said, on open boards, they can't play cards. It kind of just like locks them up in their own hand, and they can't set cards because they don't play traps. But this deck, you have a proactive threat in Deep Sea Diva, and that's so big. Like, that's so good.
Yeah.
That's really strong.
Or also like on an open board, the proactive threat is dupe flop because like then you set it up and they can't do anything. Whereas like dupe lock on an open board doesn't do much.
True.
Would you have ever bounced the swap back instead of the Diva? Because I just feel like being able to special the swap the following turn might have ended up being relevant. And like it's like we only have the 1 normal summon, so we know we're going to use either the Ryza or the. Oh, okay. Well, sure. So now
Well,
we have some
I still think
interesting
Diva's
stuff.
too important.
We can make can we kill? So
not the doors.
Can Diva make something that's strong enough here?
Not 3 boards, I think.
Not really.
Maybe it wasn't. We weren't supposed to equip the Treeborn Frog. That's what I was kind of thinking. I was like, maybe we don't equip that. But they have no zombies,
Right.
so just killing
Well,
the
are we-
Mizuki is like, it's fine actually.
I mean, yeah, even just like going Android and not swinging direct is like kind of fine here, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Or a second mermaid and equipping the Diva, also fine.
Oh, I just realized something.
What's up?
We actually, no, we totally should have just used Moray, because now we got Moray and the Treeborn that are not giving any value.
Yeah,
Whereas, like,
and we have like
before-
almost no waters left, right?
True.
Yeah.
True.
Oh,
Yeah.
well.
I don't think it's gonna
not gonna
end
hurt
up
too much.
mattering. Yeah.
I don't
but,
think so either.
But it would have been a more heads up play for sure.
And so we're just swinging with the Android and not attacking direct, right?
Yes.
I think so. Yeah. I mean, we're pretty solid here. Like, even if he has brain control, I mean, Archer's hard to kill. Yeah, I'm not really.
Yeah, we're gonna be okay. I mean, I think we just took a little bit of a long route on some of these lines.
Yeah. I think the making the Bryonic line was the most efficient kill. But we'll have to.
I don't agree with that, but
How is it not? It's a 2-turn clock, and then it kills him through anything he draws, except specifically the second.
It doesn't kill him through anything, bro.
It doesn't kill him through specifically the second Cyber Dragon. It's the only thing it doesn't kill him through. Kills him.
Bounce Bryonic.
Okay. Okay, brain. All right.
So now,
I'd say go straight with the Android and then attack directly with Archer, and then you can spin
Sure,
his
threatening to main
cores
two.
to make those two.
Yeah. Okay.
But he's gonna just Kai's crash that. But okay.
We could. Oh, I guess because he has the plague, he can stack.
Now
these.
that he has the plague, we need to do something. But
Yeah.
that's okay though. I think.
We do have some.
think we
have
circulated
some.
Hand is
We have
really
some interesting stuff where like we can let him stack for plague and make a Caius, and then we can take damage or whatever, and we can drop Trag, and then we can steal his Caius. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Is it so? Maybe we attack here though, because if he draws and then tribute, like we're gonna have to main phase 2 Riser, right? And then if he draws the Gores again, tributes for Caius, we stacks for plague, makes a Stardust.
He's actually winning. He's actually winning if we do that. So we can't attack, because he ends up with the 2400 and we don't.
Well, he's gonna see another draw and then
I think that's okay. I think that's
stack
okay.
for plague, banish the android, attack over the.
Then
Yeah,
we
it's fine.
then we drop Trag, and then we have the initiative, and our Treeborn comes back. So
Sure.
yeah,
Okay.
I think
mean,
this is the line. Yeah,
Maybe we should have switched the archer.
maybe.
But if we're gonna drop Trag on it, then
Yeah, I would prefer to take the damage.
Worst case scenario, you can also just let Archer die because it's optional, so you don't have to
Right.
take a second attack on it.
Oh, true. True.
yeah.
That is interesting that it is optional. I didn't know that. You can destroy the monster equip. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I've noticed when I catastor it, you do that.
It's always intense. I always mess up in these situations.
Yeah, it's hard. I mean, it's like
I want to
I
review.
feel
I
like-
really want to review this tape and go back to that one turn because I do think that making the Bryonic there does win.
bro. Okay, look. I
actually.
think no one's saying that it doesn't. There's no chance for it to win.
Oh shit! I
It's
forgot he had
never-
Mizuki.
it's never-
Oh, he had Mizuki. How did I forget that? God damn it!
Yeah, we're still fine.
It's so bad.
Yeah, we're still chilling.
Yeah. It's like when you suggest these things, like yes, obviously.
Oh,
if we-
you know
if
what?
we
This
fade
is this is actually really good for us.
If we fade one draw step, then yes, it wins. But like, there's certain situations that we don't have to take that risk. So
Yeah. But what I was saying is that like we put him on one draw step as opposed to like however many he's had since then.
but him
Ooh,
just
this is
seeing
nice.
more draw steps in the abstract doesn't mean it necessarily more of a threat if those options
Oh
are limited.
man, this is so juicy. This is so juicy.
So now we're I
Oh
mean,
wait,
yeah.
hold on. So like, yeah, I mean it's still nice. We might not be able to attack directly. That's the only thing.
No,
Right.
I don't know if
here's
we
what
have to use the full
actually
deck.
I think we can go Tragodia, pitch, rise up, right? Here, I'm gonna show you
Yeah.
guys. I'm gonna show you what's up.
But
I'm gonna
you
show-
realize he still has he's gonna stack plague next turn again.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
just saying.
I do realize this. But I also realize that we
Wait,
get this guy back.
Tragodia. We could attack directly with Tragodia
Just
as well.
Tragodia, right?
Oh, I was thinking
Yeah.
just Archer.
What? But no, that's. Oh, I
I
don't
can
think this is
figure.
the right play.
Oof.
You don't think
Yeah,
this
I
is the
don't know.
right play? Why not?
Because he's just gonna drop
Well,
course here.
because if we wanted to commit, we could have had Dragon attack.
Oh,
Especially because
okay.
we get Android
Wait,
and Life Point.
isn't him dropping Gores here like quite bad for us?
Yeah. Oh well.
Wait, what?
What
Wait,
the?
what?
Wait, what?
What?
Didn't he have a
That's
Caius?
gotta be a mistake.
Did he like shuffle?
Did we
or
miss something?
What?
Wait, what? Wait, didn't he have a Caius? How did he? Did he shuffle
did we-
with? Did we miss something?
Did we wind blast it and then
Oh,
set
Spy was
Spy?
flipped.
Yeah.
Spy was flipped. He
Really?
didn't have Gores.
Yeah.
Oh
Spy.
my gosh.
Wow. So
This
we
whole
are the
game.
three highest ranked duelists.
We've been
Oh my god.
big brain playing around this.
Uh-oh.
I feel
Well,
so
yeah, I mean, now
stupid.
it's like taking the Goyo. Do we need this?
Look, I want to say that I legitimately messed up, but in hindsight, I did it. You know what I'm saying?
We all
Whoa.
kind of messed up, and now we're in a
Infinite
confused.
D chest.
We don't really have any other plays here except switch Tragodia to attack. That's the only.
Oh, we don't need to switch to attack, but we could
Why?
set the Treeborn. Or...
I like
Push
keeping
past
it.
Don't
right?
set.
I like keeping it because
Yeah.
of Moray.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But I'm just trying to think what he's gonna do now because he can go take Goyo and then also like stack for Plague or something.
Oh, that is tough.
Oof.
Like he could make a red dragon even.
Oh my god. Okay, this is a mess. I'm sorry, guys.
This was a wild.
Oh, we shouldn't have
so-
attacked. That was so stupid. I feel like
You know
we
what's
should have just
funny, though?
made Brownic. Okay, yeah, okay.
But if
What's
if
funny
he
is that,
didn't
like,
have-
What's up?
What's funny is we messed up so bad and we're still gonna win. So like,
That's
what
true.
you
the
think we're
does.
still gonna win? We might still win.
I think
I'm
we
hopeful.
have, dude, we have 12 cards and all of them are gas, dude. We have 2 salvages left. We have at least, what?
One
We have
Caius.
we have a Caius. We have,
2 salvages, 2 Diva, but Diva doesn't have any more.
but Diva
archery,
lets us
right?
make like a Black Rose or something. Like, we will have at least something
Well,
in
it depends if
play.
he kills our whole thing. I mean, I'm just saying. I'm not trying to be negative. I'm just trying to think actually what it is.
Yeah.
deck is good though.
Yeah, this deck is
Just
legit.
saying.
I'm feeling it. I think there's been a
I
lot
like
of really
what it
interesting
itself
stuff.
to do.
Yeah.
I think it's hard too when it's like
Oh man, how did we miss that the Gores was
like
shuffled away?
in a lot of situations when you're like kind of navigating a complicated path, but like you know what you're doing, and so like you're making the consistent plays with one thing in mind. But then when it's like 3 people, then you're all kind of pulling it each way, and so it's like whether it's like one person being committed to one line like a Brionic thing, or like one person like having set in their mind. But then it's like when you combine all of them, then it just kind of ends up confused. But we're still gonna win.
I think we're still gonna. I think we got this. Never lost. I think is the
got it.
phrase that.
So if you're him, I think you take, and then what?
Probably attack over Tragodia. As weird as that sounds.
But if you
Really?
you could use your trag to copy a level 6.
No, I'm saying you for sure. No matter when you attack, you do attack over Tragodia. You can't leave the Trag in play.
Well,
our trag.
Yeah,
is what I'm saying.
But I'm saying you could also like. I feel like you could go take with Goyo or sorry, bitch Caius, take Goyo, stack for Plague.
The issue with that is now
copy
he's
level
out of
6.
he's out of cards in his hand, and so he can't like Brownic or
That's
anything.
fine.
What is he making? Like
What? No, I'm not. He's not. He doesn't need a Brown, I guess. He can just make a. He can either make like a Dark End or make a Red Dragon.
Okay. That works. I'd forgotten about the Mizuki on the previous turn too. I gotta check.
Yeah, we messed up that too.
Yeah, that was. This has been kind of a little messy of a game, but Trag level 3. What does that
Is this
make?
good?
What?
Catastrophe.
Catastrophe. To kill the archer.
But he
That's
could have
funny.
killed it.
Wait, what? He just wants life. He's gonna gain.
Ah.
He's gonna gain 2,400 life. That's
Maybe he doesn't have
huge.
space for Red Dragon. That's weird.
He's trying to gain 2,400 life.
Oh no,
Dude.
yeah, okay, gotcha. That's funny.
Big life.
That's actually, that's not
And
bad.
like we can't get back the tree one. Yeah, I mean, okay.
Okay.
So
how do we get out of
we
this?
got left?
Fuck.
Oh, that's not
Uh-oh.
gonna get there. We just set Treeborn, right?
Well, I wouldn't set it. Because
Don't we
We're-
just die?
We don't just die. All right, look, we don't just die. He top decked something. We don't know it. He put something on
Oh,
top.
right. Huh.
I think what we could do
Did he
is
use the normal?
we could set
He didn't
Crow.
use the normal, right?
He didn't use his normal. No.
Okay.
We could set.
Yeah.
We could
I
either
don't know if
set
the-
nothing. We could either set nothing or set Crow. But I don't think Crow's gonna get much more use than being set here.
Do we ever use Cold Wave
Yeah.
here? Like,
No.
Yeah, maybe. Well,
but like if he draws a trap,
Well, then we can just cold wave the next turn, I guess. Unless we
then
need
if
to
draw
more.
salvage.
I don't think it was brain control because we used it. I think.
It could be.
Yeah.
It could be a trap card. It could be a trap card.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, set Crow is good.
You said wave and then set Crow, or just set Crow?
Just set Crow, because Treeborn's going to grave. So yeah,
Okay.
it's coming
And
back.
then
next turn.
And we're switching it to defense, right?
Yes.
Oh no, we're killing the android. Kill the android for sure.
Oh, right,
shit.
right,
Okay.
right.
Okay. Fuck.
Oh, right.
Oh
Okay.
my gosh.
This is why we keep your eye.
Yeah, this is why. Oh my god, we would have thrown. This is so bad. Okay.
Gotta repeat, we are the top 3 duelists on the format library ladder.
Yes,
We're
this is.
confused.
People
We're
say.
temporarily confused.
People are complain about like the. Oh my. Okay, but this is why we didn't set the Treeborn. Didn't set the Treeborn. People complain about this like it does. It's actually a lot harder to play when you're on camera and when a bunch of other people are like trying to like. Oh, let's do this. Let's do this. Yeah, no, it's actually like really
Listen to my
complicated. Yeah,
plays,
we would have lost a long time ago, James.
we would have won. Big
we
time.
would have gone into time and got an unintentional draw.
Dude, going in time with 3 of us chatting away right now. Do we let the thing die or do we let him take it?
I don't know.
Let him take it, yeah.
I guess he just doesn't want to take it. I guess he just wants it to die.
It's a lot of damage to take.
But he attacked with Goya first, right?
Yeah, he did
Yeah.
attack with Goyo first.
No, that's
Maybe he's doing this to like play around us having gores or something.
But we could have just let it. Oh,
Sweet.
Oh, what does that
Okay.
do?
Again, we don't have a
Nice.
third archer in deck, right?
No.
Right. So yeah, you can reset your diva. So that's really nice. But we'll have to think about this for a sec. So definitely
Okay.
get Treeborn for free. So that's
In
nice.
standby
We'll
phase,
just do
yeah.
that
Okay, let's do that
Yeah.
first.
Um,
We'll get Treeborn Frog, and then. So the salvage.
Oh, so
we
we're
could
probably
we
gonna
could go into
Monarch, right?
Roghnach.
What's
I
up?
think Roghnach might end up being the best thing.
Oh,
Um,
well, this is good, right? Yeah, so we salvage for Archer, Diva, and then Moray,
Yeah.
Tree, and Archer. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Now the only
Yeah.
risk is that with Moray we
We
draw the
redraw.
archer again.
Yeah, we
but we
redraw
just
it,
have
yeah.
to risk it.
Yeah, and we might still have plays after that. So okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's
So we
go
might
ahead.
draw
And
Monarch.
let's try it out. Is there any chance that we get back double Archer here and then just hope to draw into a Diva? Because we have 2 left.
No, I feel like
Oh.
I feel like if we're doing something like that, then it would be something like, like sub flip flop or something. You know, like I don't know.
I mean, worst
Sounds
case
good.
scenario,
I think
worst
it's-
case scenario, Diva get Diva does give us. Oh no, we can't make it level 3. Oh shit.
No.
God, I keep thinking.
No.
I'm like, maybe we can do something there, but no. If we got Diva swap, we could have made. I'm like just trying to think if we could have done anything with that.
Well,
So
it still
if we
would've
can make Catastrophe somehow, like if we draw the archer, but we also draw a swap or a
We
salvage,
didn't draw it,
and
so
we didn't
get
draw it.
no
Catastrophe,
Perfect.
worries.
Sweet. Okay.
Perfect.
Then it's Roghnach time.
It is Roghnach time. Let's see what else we can do.
We could have drawn like brain there too. Yeah.
We could have drawn a lot. But yeah, I like this.
So we're pitching what, Moray and Gores?
And wave.
We could pitch.
Maybe Gores. Yeah, Gores.
Yeah, Gores is
Gores.
not looking so good right here.
It's 2 turns either way. I mean, I think he's
Moray.
unless I'm trying to even think what.
Well, at the end of the day, we ended up
Avarice.
ended up on
if he had
Roghnach.
like Pot of Avarice into Burial.
Yeah, he would need something like Pot of Avarice into Dark Armed. That would legit be the only way. Or Brain Control. Oh, that doesn't do it. We're 50 points too high. Wow.
Yeah.
That's insane. That's so fortunate.
This is why we needed to keep the Brain Control for this. Or sorry, keep the Brionic for this.
And that ought to do it. Unless he set the Battle Fader.
Battle Fader path.
Did he set Battle?
Yeah.
What are we pitching here? I'm pitching Wave. I don't think it matters too much.
Yeah.
And I would. I mean, I guess you can Diva if you want, but yeah.
Damn.
Dude.
Close one. That was actually a close one. We almost threw like 6 different times, and by we I mean me. But you know, honestly, thanks for joining us, Roghnach. That was sick. That was really really cool.
Yeah, it was a good demo. That definitely showed the deck in action. So there's a lot of different things I could show about the deck. So I have lots of replays lined up. I have like a big frog guide that I want to talk about, all the ins and outs of how frogs work and all the best ways to get value out of them. I mean, there's a lot of things I'd like to show on the channel.
Well, hell yeah, we'll have to do a new video in the future review, like going through the whole like spreadsheet of plays and stuff. That'd be something I definitely want on the channel. I think James would love to have that on the channel as well. So
Sure.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us.
I mean, yeah. So in closing remarks, like I just want to say, I mean, what you saw here is just how many options the deck has at any given turn. So you have like the whole throws, all the Monarch, all the frogs, like super duper lot of options. And you also have like a lot of cards you can fall back on if you make a mistake. So that's really funny too.
Agreed. Make sure and like, comment, subscribe, guys. Drop some love for Roghnach, and we'll see you guys on the other side. Peace.